All right, welcome back to another episode of the CG Sitdown. I'm Preston Minson,
I'm Ryan Nordstrom.
and we're here with our guest.
Garrett, Maltbie,
How you doing today, buddy?
living the dream.
Stop by the Pink Flamingo to take care of all your baked good needs. We offer custom orders tailored to you. We cater to large parties and work perfectly for events like birthdays, weddings, or holiday festivities. We offer gift baskets starting at only $10. We also provide a wide selection of in-store sweets and candies. So please, visit the Pink Flamingo on 300 North Main, McPherson, Kansas today.
In the dream. All right, this is Garrett's second time on the CG Sit Down. He was on the season 1 with the boys, Lane Hebert, Andrew Preeb, and Clay Weedle. What was the other one?
Yeah, it was Clay, Big Clay.
Big Clay.
Small best Hebert and Prue.
Oh, man, okay. So, today we're going to be talking to Garrett about how his football season's going so far and some other extracurricular activities that he does here around the school. So, I'm going to start it off. How's the football season going for you so far?
It's been pretty good so far, other than battling a couple injuries and losing a couple games due to COVID and stuff like that. But other than that, it's been solid. It's been fun.
So we're about mid-playoffs now. We did play. So actually, this is our second time filming this one. We did
Preston
play.
lost all the footage, so
Preston did lose the footage, so we're restarting.
No.
Yeah, he did. So anyways.
No, we lost the footage.
You don't need to yell. Anyways.
Okay, cut that. Cut.
Anyways, so we're in the mid-playoffs. We are in the second round now. We played Donovan West last week. Good squad. Probably the, I'd say the best 4 seed there was coming out of playoffs. Solid team. Has some solid athletes, but we came out and did our thing. Handled everything that we needed to. And coming up, week 2 of the playoffs, Clifton Clyde. What's your rundown?
The Eagles versus the Eagles.
They're a very good football team. They play hard. They're just good at football. It'll be a tough game. It'll be
They're fast,
so-called dog fight.
So-called a dog fight would be the word.
It'll be interesting. It should be fun. They play mostly man coverage, so we might throw for 400 yards. Who knows?
We should. I mean, if we come out hot,
we might also not. We might throw for 104 picks, so we'll find out.
They do have, what's his name? I don't know.
Mason Slaughter.
It's like Madison Slaughter or something like
Mason, dude, I promise you.
that. Or I don't know.
It's spelled weird, but it's Mason.
Okay, so it might be Mason.
Anyways, he is a corner for Clifton Clyde, leads the state all class in picks. How you been prepping for him?
Hoppus, our head coach, he told me we're going to throw right at him. We're not going to be scared of him, and we're going to make him make plays.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you can't be scared of him. You got to attack him, or else he's going to eat you up without even doing anything. I think as a game plan, it's smart that we're coming out in man. With them playing man, that we're just going to come out and, bulldog it and get whatever we can out of it. It's something new. We haven't seen anybody run man really yet this season.
Less than like every once in a while, but a lot of zone teams.
Yeah, but that's usually formation-based and stuff like that.
Would you rather go, do you prefer going against, a man team than a zone team?
I don't know. I haven't really played many man teams. This whole year we've only played zone, so we'll see.
See how you like it.
Yeah.
So,
but I don't know. We'll see. It'll be fun.
Tyson Struber, great athlete. We had him on the podcast a few episodes ago. Good friend to all of us, heck of an athlete. How is he to throw to? How is he to have out there doing his thing?
It's pretty cool. He's really good at football, so anytime you have someone that's really good at throw, it's fun to play with.
Speaking of our wide receiver core with Tyson, as we were talking, I mean, you got Tyson Struber. He's a dog. You got TJ Kane.
He's a dog.
He's a dog.
He's a dog.
Case Matry that's back now. Dog. And then you got Ryder Nordstrom. I mean, he's a running back, but he's a dog. So.
And the way you just said, Yeah.
So,
Jesus, that was loud. Anyway, so Tyson Struber just set the record for. God, whoever. So back to Tyson Struber, he just set the record for the state for most receiving yards in a.
Preston, bro, quit. What are you doing? Figure it out.
Back to Tyson Struber, an amazing athlete. He just set a record for receiving yards in a career for Kansas. What was it like to be a huge part of that for him?
It's cool because, seeing all the hard work he's put in the 4 years that he's been here and watching him, my freshman and 8th grade year play, and him just dominating. It's cool to see that what we're seeing was actually real.
Right.
He wasn't just he's a real deal.
Right, and it was amazing almost just to be a part of that process. All summer working with him, just hanging out with him, just being like, man. To us, he doesn't seem like that athlete, but then other teams, he'll make a play and they'll just be like, how do we stop that?
Yeah.
But to us, it's just him being him and doing his thing.
Yeah.
How does it feel like, so your freshman year, being under Landon Everett, and then your sophomore year starting? Like, how did he get you, how would I say this, prepared for the varsity?
How did he improve you, or almost how did you look at him, and how did he affect your playing style?
I think his work ethic was a real big factor. I mean, that dude just went to work. He worked hard every day, and even at practice and all. There'd be some days at practice my freshman year, I'd be like, man, I hate football. I want to go home. This sucks.
Right.
And you see those dudes still getting after it, and you're kind of like, well, I don't have a choice, or else I might die out here. 'Cause they literally might kill me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I don't have a choice but to go hard. And then just his downhill running, he's real fast, real physical guy.
He was a dog.
So
But yeah,
that kind of stuff.
yeah. I think our freshman year hardened us up so much
Oh yeah.
as players, because that team was straight up just physical and just, as Preston likes to say, dogs.
Yeah.
They were dogs.
I mean, they just came out and they every day were looking to hit and were energetic, and it was so hard because, like you said, some days you just wanted to quit because they beat the tar out of you. But then, to watch them go do their thing and win a state championship was, I mean, it made me hungrier than ever just to want to go and do it again, but for myself. But yeah, that was a really cool experience for us to really move us on and, make us better ball players.
Yeah.
So going on to the next question, how are the playoffs looking this year? As we already talked, first round's over with.
Well, the playoffs, if we want to go all the way, it's going to be a real tough road. Madison, or Clyde, we play Friday, is they only have one loss to Little River. We both lost by a touchdown. The next team would probably be Sitdown or Chase County, and those are both really good teams. I think an undefeated team and a one-loss team to, top 5 team in the state in Madison. And then Little River and Madison, Madison's undefeated and Little River already lost to. That'll be our road to the state championship. But this week it'll be tough. They're going to be really good. Like, they lost Little River by a touchdown. We lost Little River by a touchdown. They lost 6-12, but we lost 52-60. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
maybe we put up points, but yeah, who knows?
So we were more offensively explosive in that game, and they were more defensively holding to the Little River Redskins. So that's gonna be interesting to know to find out how that's gonna work out. If we're still gonna be able to be offensively explosive and be able to fight their defense, I think that's gonna be the main decider of the game. Also, our defense it's gonna be huge. They're a very productive offense. They like to be powerful and come down the hill, and that's what we like to stop. That's what our defense is all around and about, and playing fast and physical. So I think we're all excited for a good challenge. It's always funner when you have a challenge and start stopping it than just, those games that are 45-0 at halftime and every play is a stop or a fumble or a interception or some big play. Let's talk about those other teams. Sedan and Chase County play this week, right?
Yes.
Correct me
I
if I'm
think
wrong.
so.
I was talking to O'Connor. He said Sedan's got a pretty big old line. One of their wide receivers are 6'4". Their quarterback's dual threat. And then you got Chase County. I think it's Butkey or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I always see him on Twitter. It's they have 3 dudes that carry the rock, and they're all pretty good.
Yeah, because
they
I
got
saw
some athletes.
Bucky this year. It was like 1,500 yards
Yeah, they
rushing
broke
or
their
something.
single-season record.
I was like,
for their school.
jeez.
He's an athlete. And then on the other side of the bracket, not ours, we got Little River, Madison, I think, and Burlingame.
Burlingame and Little River. Oh,
Played
yeah, that's right. Burlingame and Little River
this week. Madison and I don't know who Madison plays this week.
Madison plays West Elk.
West Elk this
Oh,
week.
really? Huh.
That'll be a decent game. I don't know. I don't know much
I don't
about
know
West
about
Elk.
West Elk, but I just know a couple people from there.
They got some dogs.
Burlingame, solid team. I think they have really yet to show their full potential this year in games. We saw them in our contact camp this summer in what, June, July?
Yeah, June and July.
Somewhere in there. Good football squad. We also saw Madison there, which again, really good football squad. They got some athletes. They got Bryson Turner.
Fast.
He's in our class, and he's one. You breaking?
But yeah, Bryson Turner is a pretty fast kid. I mean, like in the state track this year, this past year, Tyson only beat him by 0.1 seconds in the
200.
200. So
Bryson Turner came on top of Ty in the 100.
Yeah.
Really fast kid. I've heard he's dicing people up with his speed and just being fast at even small holes and stuff. So I think he's gonna be really good. Casey Helm, a senior for them, big guy, 6'4",
Yeah,
probably
he's a big dude.
240, 250, quarterback
he just committed to I think it's like Princeton for
Princeton
track.
for track and field.
for track and field. He can throw a discus.
He can,
quite in the
yeah, he
distance.
can huck a discus, and he can huck a shot.
I believe did he win state in both of those,
I'd imagine.
or at
Yeah.
least discus?
I think discus he did. Shot, but he got first, second. I don't know.
I just remember we were at a camp this summer and we were warming up together and we were playing catch and he's throwing the ball and it's like stinging my hands and I'm like, man, I haven't felt this since I had to play catch with Landon every day at practice my freshman year. So dude can throw it pretty well. He can spin it good.
Dude's got a good arm on him. Again, not just for football, but for track too, which I'm gonna guess probably helps with his arm strength in different ways. Little River, we talk about him, but we don't talk about him. Really solid squad.
Yeah.
A lot of good big O linemen
Then
that
you got-
are tough to stop, especially when you're a linebacker like me. That's not quite
Not
that
quite
big.
200
Yeah.
pounds.
I'm not quite the 220, 250 pounds to compensate for myself. But they're a really good football squad. A lot of different looks. They got a lot of dudes that can carry the rock.
Lafferty, he rushed for
Like
quite a bunch
350
against
on
us.
us.
Yeah, it was not good. We had a few times that we had him wrapped up and couldn't finish the play, and he broke away and scored on us. Which we fixed those things and we can compete with them. See, that's about it for our rundown on what we know about playoffs so far this year. A lot of big games this week, though. A lot of big games with Chase County and Sedan and us and Clifton Clyde and Burlingame and Little River. Those are all going to be good games. I'm really actually excited for that Burlingame Little River game.
What, Burlingame and Clyde was 30-6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And Burlingame or Clyde won.
yeah.
So,
Can
And
you
then
imagine
we'll see.
Burlingame comes out on top?
I'm gonna make a bold prediction and say they won't.
I'm gonna make a bold
But-
prediction and say they won't, but I
They
mean,
might, who knows?
is
They
there a
could.
chance? I mean, yeah.
bad game, good game. It could very well happen. They're a good enough squad to come out and beat anybody in the state. But pretty much now that's all that's left. There's teams that if the other team messes up and has a bad game, then it's going to be over for them. So we'll move on here. Do you play any other sports other than football?
I play round ball and baseball and powerlifting.
So let's talk about those sports. Basketball, what's it looking like this year? You think you guys are going to have a decent squad?
I
We
think we're gonna be better than what we have been in the past. I think we'll actually be pretty solid.
Yeah, we got some
A lot of
dogs.
potential, I think, and it just depends on how hard we want to work for it, and if we really want to be good or not.
Yeah, I think you guys could definitely make a deep run into those playoffs well, too. Baseball, we got a new coach.
Yeah,
Okay.
2 of them, and
Bringing in a lot of change this year. I'm excited to see where that's going to take us. We could also we could compete very well there, too, I believe.
yeah, and with the who we're playing with, Larry.
Yeah, I'm bringing over some Elyria guys to
Have some more dudes, and hopefully that'll help us out quite a bit.
Yeah, they don't have a baseball program, so hopefully some of them over there have played the sport before,
Yeah.
So we can kind of roll with them, and we got a lot of guys, almost 20-some guys, with both schools combined. So that'll be exciting to see how that's going to roll out.
Yeah. So talking about powerlifting and stuff. So like last year at state, how'd you do?
Last year at state, I got, I want to say 4th, maybe 5th. I can't remember. I know I got 2nd in clean. I want to say 4th or 5th in bench and 4th or 5th in squat. I got sick like right before it, so I dropped a weight class, and the weight class I dropped into is absolutely loaded.
Like they had some dogs.
Oh yeah. Like the 2 weight classes above it, I would have won if I wasn't in that weight class. I mean, that weight class is unreal.
That's the crazy thing about powerlifting is the smaller weight classes can lift more than the bigger ones. Nick Evans, a guy in our class, small dude, 138 pounds, 5'3", somewhere in there.
5'4", 5'5", around.
And he's ridiculous. He's so strong. He got injured during football season this year, which sucked so bad. Broke his collarbone. He returns next week, though, I believe.
Yeah. I think
Into
so.
full contact.
Mhm.
So I'm excited to have him back. He's a cool dude, fun dude, energetic. I think he's just really excited to get into powerlifting. That's kind of his thing, and he's a monster.
Yeah. I know like my weight class last year, I had Braden Collins, which squatted 500 pounds.
Obviously won.
Yeah. I had Connor Kane, which got like 3rd in all of his lifts. And I mean, it was just tough because up there were so many seniors, and I was like one of the only juniors. So because like all the seniors, the only people who placed above me were seniors, and it was just tough thinking that like if they weren't there, I would have had it. But like this upcoming year with them not be.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you. We hear you. Keep going.
Continue.
I forgot what I was saying.
Okay.
All right, so moving on to the next question. I have heard through the grapevine that you're the FFA vice president, right?
That is true. I'm a big FFA fan. FFA rules. If you're not an FFA, go check it out. Miss Austin's room. If you have any questions, ask her or me or Brecken or Sage.
Who's the president?
Brecken Pearson is the president of
I-
our FFA chapter.
I heard you ran for president, and
I did not make the cut.
But
that's totally cool.
yeah, vice president's real close too. I think. Kind of walk us through your process of how you got into that position.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. So they had like a little, I don't know, application thing, I guess you can call it. And I really didn't want to apply to be an officer. I really hadn't thought about it until about a couple of days before it was due. And I was like, Miss Austin, you think I should do this? She was like, yeah, I think you'd be good at it. So I was like, oh, okay. So I went home, kind of had my parents help me with a couple of the questions, like some interview questions or whatnot. And submit my application, and then I went we had interviews with, I can't remember her name. It was a gal that works at MKC, Coach O, and another guy. I know one of his kids is at daycare because my sister, I think, watches them, I want to say. I'm not sure. But anyway.
Oh.
So they interviewed us, asked some questions. They asked me the first question, and I totally blanked. Couldn't think of anything to say. I was kind of like starting to like get kind of nervous. I'm like, crap. And then Coach O said something, just kind of like helped me out. And then once I got rolling, it was totally fine. And I think I had a pretty good interview. I think that was probably why I did a little bit better than some of the other people, I guess you could say.
Right.
And a couple days later, they announced it and whatnot, and I was happy with what happened. And then we went on an officer retreat this summer to Oklahoma, and we kind of like ironed all the things that we're going to be doing this year, all the projects we do, and everything we want to get accomplished.
How was that?
That was a good time. We went to the Oklahoma City bombing memorial thing, and I never realized that when we were in the museum, I didn't realize that that's where it actually happened. I thought we were just like in a museum about it. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was pretty neat. And then all the idea, brainstorming stuff, and planning of everything was pretty boring, actually. I didn't enjoy that part very much, but we just kind of had to like get through it and get it done. So
And then, if I am correct, when you go in and do all those interviews, they can pretty much put you wherever they want.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
you don't have like
You
hey,
can say you want to be like the lowest ranking person, and if they think you're the best, they're gonna like put you at president or whatever.
right, and that's what I think is the coolest is someone that is trying to underachieve or sorry, not underachieve, not think that they can be president, and then boom, next thing you know they're president. I think that's really cool and how they fit it to where they best think you deserve to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, that's a real cool process to me. And the FFA chapter still gets to choose slate, which is the people that get to go run for positions.
Mm-hmm.
So they still have a little say in what happens. It's not just whoever signed up gets to go.
How many years have you been in an FFA?
It started. Our first year at FFA here was my freshman year, so I've been in it for 3 years now.
Do you like it? Like,
yeah, I enjoyed it. It's a good time. I like the ag classes. I like, the competition we go to. Big fan of soil judging.
Soil judging, yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Meats judging is always fun. And then sometimes they just have like little field trip days, or you can just go out of school. And like I remember my freshman year, we went to a farm show thing in Kansas City. So we just kind of went there, blew off school for the day, hung out with each other, and learned about the new equipment and stuff they were rolling out.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff that you can do with FFA. Let's see, what did we replace with that, FBLA?
Yeah, we replaced FBLA with FFA.
And I don't know, I think it fits our region better.
Yeah, I do too. A small rural town.
Right. And it does a lot of the same things. With those competitions and stuff, you get outside the box. And we went to soil judging, like you said. That was pretty fun.
That was a good time.
Shout
out to Keaton Littrell. I always told you, me and Kent, our freshman year, were in plant and soil science, and Kent graduated before we had a chance to go on to actually go to a soil judging meet. So decided to go to one for my good pal Kent, and I actually did pretty well. It was like, I didn't do that great. Placed like 20th or something, or like, I want to say like 50.
Yeah,
52.
It's not bad. I mean,
so.
We're going to lead us into our last question here. So far, do you have any plans for after the good old CGHS?
Graduation.
After I graduate?
Yeah.
I don't really got any plans. I mean, I got a couple ideas.
You want to play some football?
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. Be a good time. I think it'd be fun. But
yeah, I could see you getting a few offers coming in here senior year next year. I think we all could get offers. We got a few dudes that deserve it. TJ deserves it. You deserve it. Preston deserves it.
You deserve it.
But that's a few things that we just got to work for.
Yeah.
To see how it comes out. Well, all right, Garrett. Thank you for coming in and
thank you,
joining
sir.
us on an episode of the Sit Down.
Thanks for having me, guys. It was a pleasure.
Yep.
No problem. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, Strap.
Ta-ta.